It's not always fun and games for first responders.
05 Central, you show me in pursuit.
But sometimes it is.
Oh my God, he's not wearing pants again.
Sometimes it's dangerous.
Flipping around, look out, look out, look out.
Sometimes it's not.
Antler Boulevard for a snake in a house.
And sometimes it's just plain stupid.
Chihuahua in his lap on a lawnmower.
This is the stupid side of first response.
Dispatch, do I really have to go to that?
This is Code 0.5.
Come in 0.5.
Well, welcome back again. Once again, I'm Jason and your co-host Rich. I've found somebody that doesn't know what a Renniks is.
Really?
Yes, someone in our immediate area.
Are they even living under a rock?
I have no idea.
No access to internet or anything?
Yeah, you know,
Freaking viral. Everybody knows who Renniks is.
yeah, and he probably is not even aware that there's a Renniks shirt,
No.
which you can get on Etsy.
Yes.
Etsy.com.
Etsy.com.
Was it /shop/Victory Custom Designs?
Yes. Nailed it.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
I remember some stuff.
Hell yeah.
Oh, I didn't tell you. I got hit up by some company. I can't remember what it is, and I'm not going to mention a whole lot about it because they want me to like test their product.
Oh, really?
But you know that stuff that like Joe Rogan had, Alpha Brain or something,
Yeah.
or Alpha whatever? It's the same kind of stuff,
Really?
but it's just a different name. And they sent me a bottle of it and want me to try it out.
Okay. Let's give it to Renniks and see what happens.
I don't think
Does it expand brain capacity?
No, it's not a miracle worker.
Oh.
Yeah, you're putting way too much into it.
I thought we were on some limitless shit or something, man.
Yeah. Well, they hit me up. Oh, and a lot of people, or some people might not know this. I have a YouTube channel.
YouTube.
Yeah, Surviving Dad Life.
Yes.
And, you know, I do the outdoor stuff and cooking and all. And I've taken a break from it because, man, it's demanding.
Was it
like recording it and editing it and, you know. But anyway, I do some like outdoor cooking. It's basically like dad stuff. But if you go to YouTube, YouTube has these things called handles now. So you go to youtube.com / then the @ symbol and then Surviving Dad Life, and it'll pull it up.
See, I'm not all fancy like you.
But see, I got enough like subscribers and all that where my content is like monetized now.
Nice.
So now people will ask me to like, if I want to sponsor or whatever. But anyway, this company sent me this and it's like for mental alertness and energy and for your memory and stuff like that. Yeah, it's supposed to be like good for the brain.
Really?
So they sent it to me. I'm on like day 3 of it.
Feel any?
I think there's the energy because I don't take naps anymore.
Oh.
Like I'm like my favorite thing ever to do is take a nap.
I was going to say, that's like your...
And like, even if I try to like to force myself, I can't. I'm just up.
So it's legal meth.
I guess so. It's not that bad, but anyway, I'm not going to talk about the brand or anything because I try it out first before I ever say, yeah, this stuff's pretty good, blah, blah, blah. Go try that. But, anyway, this person that doesn't know who Renniks is, you remember those first 4 episodes we did? Well, you weren't here because the mean wife wouldn't let you leave the house.
Yeah.
Yeah, my brother that was doing those first 4 episodes with me. Yeah, those are some all right episodes. He was getting to a point where he was being my brother and annoying the piss out of me, but, you know. They were all right. Anyway, he's been hounding me about getting back on here. And I'm like, yeah, we'll get you on here. And I'm like, I'm going to ask him about Renniks. So I did. And he goes, what's a Renniks?
Really?
And I was like, that is the ultimate question. What is a Renniks?
We're still trying to figure that out for ourselves.
So anyway, we got this new...
It's a new breed of sloth.
We got this fancy stuff. So he's actually at home right now. He's not here with us. So I'm going to give him a phone call.
Going remote.
Yeah, we're going to do it this way.
We have new technology, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, there it goes. It's ringing.
Should have hit him with a Roy D. Mercer.
If he answers.
What?
Did you really just say what?
What?
That's how I answer the phone. All right, now, hey, kind of mellow
I
it
guess
out.
I'm going to say, you rang.
I was going to say, mellow it out just a little bit. I've got you on the podcast.
Okay.
Not how blah. How are you? What's going on? Oh, you're on the podcast. Out of nowhere.
Yeah.
At 8:22 on a Sunday.
Yeah. Well, and I was telling.
Basically, he's just saying, hey, don't say anything stupid right now.
Yeah. And that's pretty much what I told Renniks.
No F-bombs.
Yeah.
So that's going to happen.
Well,
I talked to, remember we were talking before and I asked you if you knew about Renniks?
Yeah.
And you had no idea?
My brain immediately goes to like Reddit, but I guess then that's a person.
Yeah. Renniks is a person.
somewhat.
Yeah. Where have you been? Like, I was talking to Rich earlier, and he mentioned, are you living under a rock or something?
I mean, this is not, this is my busy time of year, so kind of.
He officiates football too.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, the podcast, we've picked up a couple of sponsors, and we've had a few episodes about this guy named Renniks, and he's not really the comic relief. He's more like the Jackass of the show.
Yeah.
And we rip on him, and you're going to have to listen to it, man. You've missed out on so much. But anyway, we even have merch.
So much and so little at the same time. He's freaking viral.
Yes.
He's getting fan mail.
Yeah, he had fan mail. We've got merch that's made that says Renniks on the front of it.
Yeah.
And
wait, who is this?
It's Renniks.
Yeah, it's Renniks.
No, oh my gosh.
Jay Renniks.
I don't know if he wants people knowing his real name.
That's an initial, Jay Renniks.
Yeah, if you go to the podcast website and go to guests, you can see him. He's on there as a guest.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, there's a shirt made. If you go to Etsy.com and you can search for Victory Custom Design, they have a T-shirt on there for him, and it's actually selling.
Yeah. It's
I mean, you like, you're talking like you're surprised.
Yes, and I still don't believe it.
Yeah. I was talking to him the other day. I had somebody hit me up about one. And so I was like, oh, got another shirt sold. And he's like, no. No. He's like, I need to see some damn invoices or something. He thinks that like I'm buying them just to buy them or something.
Yeah, and the thing about it is Rich is actually sitting here right now, and he's wearing one of the damn shirts.
Dang right.
No, he's not.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah. Here, hold on. I'm going to take a picture of this shit, and I'm going to send it to you.
Holy crap, I can actually hear you pretty good now.
Oh.
You can?
You moved it.
Yeah. It sounded like you're a long ways from the mic.
Oh.
Who, me?
Yeah. Well, it still sounds like Rich is a long ways.
Oh no, I'm like right here. And it's gotta be the cord.
Yeah, it's got to be the cable or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, you've been hounding me about getting on here, so I know you've got to have something to talk about.
Oh yeah, I can come up with any kind of content that we can discuss.
Well, I mean, you were a first responder for a while, and then you were a second responder, and now a weekend warrior. And I mean, I'm sure you've got something. He's the guy that was on here telling off on stuff, and I'm like, dude, you're going to get a court martial. He's like, nah, they don't care.
Yeah, they won't do anything.
Anyway,
I got 3 or 4 months left, and either they can keep me and give me some money, or I'm gone.
Dang,
that quick.
There's a man that knows what he wants.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, I was talking to Rich earlier before we got you on here, and we were talking about some of the stuff that people should not be calling us for. And I guess there's a lady and I don't know, and I guess it doesn't matter. I don't really know where she's from, but she called us one time and she has like either a marijuana grow next to her, or it's somebody that just has their card and they've got a few plants in their yard or something. But she called in and was wanting us to come to her house because the guy was outside watering his marijuana plants and the water was running down the hill from his plants and onto her property.
Okay.
What's your take on that?
Well, I mean, the way things are going right now, anyways, if I wanted to cut off my penis and spontaneous grow a vagina, that's okay nowadays.
That escalated quickly.
I mean, it's brutal truth is what it is.
God dang, man. So we're going to take it to that level.
So
Rich's eyes just doubled.
It's like, wow.
I don't see an issue with any of that. Like, it's not like the water is going to spread seed into your yard and then allow you to grow marijuana as well. Just it's runoff water. It's water.
Exactly. That's what we're talking about. That's the kind of crap that we've been getting called out to.
Yeah.
That's what we've been talking about.
Well, tell them what they want to. You know, the real estate market is really good right now. They can sell their stuff.
just go.
Yeah. Well, ma'am, I guess if you don't like it, you could sell your house and move. Dang, man.
Savage.
I was going to say, we're just going straight savage with this.
Yeah.
No wonder you're not in law enforcement anymore.
That's going to be Renniks in a couple years.
Gee, yeah. When he finally has had enough of it.
Yeah, he snaps.
I'm sitting here debating, do I need to edit that out? I was like, I mean, these are explicit, but geez.
Spontaneous.
Well, at least I use the word penis and not something else more derogatory.
Oh yeah, that's true. It's what is it, anatomically correct or whatever.
Yeah. I guess I could have said pee-pee.
PP.
Yeah.
Hashtag small PP gang.
Well, that brings up another thing, like I was talking about, where the little girl was telling everybody that her grandpa kept touching her cookie.
Mm.
But if you tell them the anatomically correct term for it, if she says what she's really trying to say when she's at school, then they could have stopped that a lot sooner.
Right.
But yeah, I think we talked about that on one of the shows when we were trying to think, what can we call this without just coming out and calling it what it is? But I mean,
I think we came up with panty hamster.
Panty hamster.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's the real word for it. So I mean,
Muff monster.
yeah, I mean, we'll just leave it in there. That's what it is.
I guess.
I don't know. I guess we can have to, what is it? The
best
FCC
thing
coming
actually-
after us.
The best thing to come up with is Virgina.
What?
Virgina. You're not saying the word. It's just Virgina. It's like it's just a cold vagina.
All right, let's start talking about something else. We're going to go down the terrible path here.
Oh yeah, this one to go spiraling real quick.
Let's see. Hopefully this one can't get twisted around. I get called to a suspicious vehicle today.
He's in the military. He can turn anything.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Why did I call him? Out of all the people on my phone, I could have called
Because
somebody
I'm special.
else. Yeah, you damn right you are. But no, suspicious vehicle.
There's several different degrees of special. So we'll see where I get. But go ahead.
Yeah, I don't know.
You did this.
Yeah, I know. We were sitting here talking, and I was like, why don't I just call somebody and get them on here? And I don't know why the hell I thought of you. But no, telling them about this. Okay, this is something else you get called to that it's like, why in the hell are you calling? Cars parked on the side of the road is suspicious. So I asked dispatch, what all was going on with it. And they said, well, it's a silver car on the side of the road. There's nobody around and it has a flat tire. So I key up on the radio and immediately I go, yeah, sounds real suspicious. And, right after that, you get text messages, people laughing and stuff. And,
What's your take on that?
My take is that people need to just mind their own business. It has a flat tire on the side of the road. What do you think is going on?
I have no idea. And then they told us it had been there for a couple days.
We'll have more coming up on Code 0.5.
If you're looking for a political podcast that goes beyond the headlines, check out the Beltway Briefing. I'm Howard Schweitzer, CEO of Cozen O'Connor Public Strategies. Every week on the Beltway Briefing, our team of former Republican and Democratic presidential appointees, Capitol Hill veterans, and political advocates shares behind-the-scenes perspective that cuts through the noise. If you want the inside scoop, subscribe now to the Beltway Briefing here or wherever you get your podcasts.
Wait, maybe they don't have money and can't afford a wrecker, or don't have a compressor that they can bring with them. There's all kinds of scenarios you can come up with.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying is if you use some common sense, you're not calling us. And Rich, is that all you're going to say is what's your take on that?
I just like stirring it up. I'll let you come up with the stuff.
He sounds like the therapist in all this.
Yeah.
He's just like, how does this make you feel?
Yes, exactly. Like you bring up the story and we listen. How does that make you feel? What's your take?
I like it.
Hey, you remember that time you were down here, and remember we're not mentioning places and all that. And I was riding along with you.
Yeah.
Did we ever tell the story of the guy that took off running?
The one, wait, where at? I don't know. You came a couple times.
Well, I can't remember which time it was, but we were pulled up on the side of the road we come around the corner. Somebody looked up at us and they took off running and they bolted.
Oh yeah. And I just kind of faded, just let that go.
You didn't fade. You took off after him, like in the unit.
I mean, barely. It was probably not going to be that big of a deal. He probably just was scared.
Well, and the reason that it wasn't a big deal is because when you took off after him, he got maybe half of a block and then he stopped and then started laughing at you.
Oh, yeah.
You knew the guy. He was screwing with you.
I was like, what are you doing? Fucking jackwagon.
Well, he took off running and I'm sitting in the passenger seat and then you take off and I'm like, what are you doing? And he goes, does that not seem suspicious to you? And I go, maybe he's out for a run.
Yeah, he was doing sprints.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anytime he saw a cop, he's just going to sprint.
Yeah, because I said that, and Adam was like, does that not seem suspicious to you? But then Adam takes off and goes like a block and then turns a corner, and the guy's standing right there, and he's laughing, and Adam calls him by name, goes, what the hell are you doing? He goes, oh, I'm just screwing with you. So, Rich, how does that make you feel?
I feel like if I came around the corner and I saw somebody take off running from me for no reason, that would be a little suspicious.
You just look the other way.
Probably want to figure out who it was to get their information just in case anything, had come up missing.
I just keep going.
Well, where I was, there's not really a whole lot in that area, so. And he was by his place of residence.
Oh.
Once we tell you who it is, I'm sure you know who they are.
Oh.
Well, I don't know if they still live here.
Probably. Once you're here, you never, ever leave. Trying to figure out who it is.
Oh, yeah.
Without saying any names.
So, Adam, how come
Yeah.
you haven't been listening to the episodes?
Yeah. Yeah. What's up with that?
I mean, I'm a busy man.
Oh,
You think I have time to just like listen to podcasts all day?
yeah.
Well, you're like a supervisor somewhere. So, what else do you guys do?
Well, I've been listening to different like the election's right around the corner, and I've been listening to some other podcasts just to like keep myself updated for the midterm.
Yeah. And when this episode airs, this will be after the election. So,
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
dang it. I'm trying to write the guy's name down and I can't remember his last name.
Does it start with an M?
No.
Forster,
What?
Dilbert.
He's just Smith,
Do you remember the guy I'm talking about?
Harris,
Like
Jackson.
one of their relatives works for. Dang it, man! I can't really. I just have to tell him that when this is over with.
Yeah, it's all good.
Henderson.
Why are you just blurting out names?
Jeez.
I don't know. I'm trying to scramble your brain.
Oh, he's scrambled over here. He's smooth scrambled. Now he's like trying to reboot. You can hear that dun 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 Windows sound.
Dang,
Can't
I'm
come
at
up
a
with anything.
loss.
At a loss. What did that just completely reset your shit or what?
I guess. Dang, I'm pulling a Renniks. I have no idea what I'm trying to think about.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
And this is right after I'm talking about those, that stuff that's like alpha brain or
Yeah,
whatever.
that stuff ain't working.
Yeah, ain't working.
No.
Hey, I got some of that stuff actually. It does work pretty good.
How long have you been taking it?
About a month and a half.
Oh, I'm on like day 2 or 3.
It actually really does work. I don't want to mention too much about them, because if you ever have them sponsor you, you can
Yeah.
do that. But it works pretty good.
Yeah, I'm taking so much crap right now. I don't think I want to start get another one.
Oh,
Yeah. Well, hey, all right. Rack your brain. Any of the firefighter stuff.
firefighter stuff. Like, I don't know.
They call you out to get a cat out of a tree.
I mean, there's more military stuff that's weird with what I do than any kind of firefighter crap.
Have you had anything recent come on, like on a drill weekend?
I mean, drill weekend's stupid.
Why? What happens?
That in itself is.
I mean, it's pointless. I mean,
You show up.
most of the stuff we do is just like, yeah, we just did our physical fitness test last drill, and I sandbagged it and I passed it with ease.
Nice.
Story of your life.
I don't know.
It's like one of the events is now a plank.
Playing.
I did a plank on your elbows.
Yeah.
So I did a plank. I only have to do it because they have an age bracket. I did a plank for a minute and a half, and I only have to do a minute and 10 seconds. And I'm like, oh, okay, a minute and 30 seconds, I'm good. And I just like, okay, I'm getting up now.
Did they look at you and be like, well, you killed that plank?
Yeah.
You did a good job laying there.
Did if it's anything, if he did as well as I think, like if that was Renniks, they'd want him to come back and be a plank instructor. He did it so well.
Yes.
And like the push-ups thing, the minimum push-ups I have to do is 10.
That's it?
And I did 10 or 12.
Wow.
Anyways, I did 21 and I was like, okay, I'm good.
Yeah. See, if that was Renniks, he'd have done all the push-ups.
You only have to do 10 or 12?
In the military?
they're not regular push-ups. They're called T push-ups, and
It's a specialized form of push-ups. It's classified. If he told you about it, I'd have to kill you.
it's just stupid. Like, it's on YouTube. You could literally look it up. But you start off on the ground. You know, your chest, everything's on the ground. Your hands are chest width apart.
Right.
You push yourself up, down, and then you make your arms a T. You know, you put your arms straight out, and then back in, and then up. And
That sounds
whenever your
complicated.
hands come back, it is for some people. But when your hands come back in, that's one.
Okay.
And
Yeah, that's too much. That's way
just-
too much for a push-up.
it's dumb.
Leave it to the military to take something simple like a push-up and turn it into all that shit.
Like, to be honest, it was much more harder whenever you had to do a certain amount of sit-ups, real push-ups, and a 2-mile run. That was much harder.
Right.
But
Well, maybe you guys
Now
are just
they-
getting old and fat, and they're trying to make it easy on you.
well, see, whenever I went through basic, they had a thing called the leg tuck, and that was much more harder. It was basically a pull up. You had to pull yourself up, and then touch your knees to your elbows.
You know, that's really interesting you would bring that up because Renniks was
It's like
mentioning something about tucking the other day.
It's like a hanging
something-
crunch.
A hanging
But
crunch.
But yeah, you're like on a pull-up bar
Uh-huh.
with your hands inverted towards each other. Pull yourself up, and then tuck your knees to your elbows.
Yeah, I couldn't do it.
That's too much. That's just
They got
too
rid
much.
of that.
Yeah, that sounds like they need to. And the T push-up, they need to get rid of that too. You need a freaking instruction manual just to do the dang fitness test.
But anyways, it's really the hardest event is called the sprint drag carry, and I think they should always keep that because it's more of a realistic combat scenario. You sprint 20 yards or 20 meters, you sprint back, then there's a sled that's got 90 pounds on it,
Mhm.
and you pull it 20 yards or meters and 20 meters back. Then you sidestep 20 meters, 20 back, pick up these 2 kettlebells that are 40 pounds a piece. So you got 80 pounds, or it might be 45 pounds, so it's 90 pounds. And you do 20 meters, 20 back, set them down, and then it's a final sprint, 20 meters and 20 back. It's the closest like combat scenario under, like if you were ever under fire type of thing that they have.
Mm-hmm.
And that will wear your ass out by itself.
Oh, I bet. You do all that. I thought you were going to say, and they end with making you do the crip walk or something because...
And then a 2-mile run is the last event.
So after you do all this, do they give you a gold star to put next to your name on the board?
No, they don't care.
Oh,
So you've just done all that for essentially nothing.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. I mean, it's still in a diagnostic phase, I guess.
How do you feel about that, Jason? How's that? What's
that
your
sounds
thought?
terrible.
How do you feel about that?
I mean, I'd hate to have to do that crap.
You hate getting up out of bed.
Exactly.
You had to sprint back and grab a kettlebell and do no.
You put Budweiser on each end or a bottle of peanut butter whiskey, and I'm down. But no.
He lost you at Kettle Bell. If it was Kettle Corn, that would be different.
Well, I heard Bell, and I thought taco, and then that got me on to Renniks, and I'm like, did he ever clean out his damn unit?
Yeah, he cleaned out his unit. The Taco
I like
Bell.
Taco. Hey, what's wrong? What's wrong with Taco Bell?
There's nothing wrong with Taco Bell.
Oh, Renniks got banned from Taco Bell.
He got banned from Taco Bell.
Yeah. You know how bad you got to mess up to get banned from Taco Bell?
Pretty damn bad.
Yeah, you should go and come and work out with him.
Oh, yeah.
This guy, in order, like his workout routine or his supplements that he takes is he takes a weight loss shot, and then he also takes on this crap that helps him gain muscle.
SARMs.
So he's like, his body is in an internal conflict whether to lose weight or gain muscle.
And the battle is being fought and lost in his stomach because he's gassy all the time.
When he's doing this and working out, he's also eating copious amounts of Taco Bell.
Yep. Taco Bell and muscle milk, baby.
His body's going to shut down from a goddamn heart attack.
I hope not, because a lot of our content comes from his stupid shit that he does.
If you want to get strong, bulk up, you want to lose that weight, get to the point where you are comfortable, and then start bulking up. You don't do them at the same time.
Yeah, that's common. You would think that would be, knowledge to most everybody, but no. Renniks is an overachiever.
Yeah.
Well,
okay, we've got 2 episodes that's called the Renniks Defense Part 1 and Part 2.
Well, in order to hear the defenses, he would have had to have listened to the prior episodes where all of Renniks's BS was aired, and that was his chance for him to defend his dumb shit.
Yeah, that's true. But those 2 episodes, it gives him a chance to defend himself to some of the bullshit that we've called him out on. So that would give you a slight glimpse into the thinkings of a Renniks.
I don't think I want to be a Renniks.
Yeah. Our next t-shirt's going to say, "Don't be a Renniks to society."
Yeah. Well, hey, we're going to go ahead and shut this episode down. But don't hang up. We're going to talk to you for a minute.
Oh, my gosh. All right.
All right, everybody. Thanks for listening.
Later.
You have been listening to Code 0.5, the lighter side of police work. If you have ideas or suggestions for our show, we'd love to hear from you. Visit our website at code05.co. That's code05.co. And please consider making a donation at our Patreon page, patreon.com/code05. Be sure to use the digits 05. Thanks for listening to Code 0.5.